I've never been the biggest fan of life sim games. In some ways, I can see the appeal, but they've never been that interesting to me personally. Yet even I was able to find some real enjoyment when I finally played the Animal Crossing series with New Leaf. It wasn't able to hook me like other games, but there was a real charm to everything. So when it came time for me to play Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, I was more than willing to give it a shot in the hopes that it would surprise me as well. It did not. Happy Home Designer puts players to work for the infamous Tom Nook. After selecting what I looked like, the game quickly had me design the home of my new coworker, Lottie. With each new home you design, new options become available ranging from the furniture you can place, different clothes for your character, and expanding what can be customized in each house. Unlike the main Animal Crossing titles, Happy Home Designer does not keep track of the real-world passage of time. You can play as much or as little as you want, as the days are noted by writing a report whenever you finish a new project. Designing homes is quite simple. Money is no option as you pick what furniture, accessories, and designs you want to use and then place them wherever you think is best. There's no limit to what you can do other than what's currently available in the catalog and the space available. Moving around the various objects with the stylus is easy, and I never had any issues. Because of the lack of a real-time system, it feels like rewards are being handed out constantly. Each time I helped a new customer design their house, I would immediately acquire certain objects in line with their tastes. Completing the home would reward me with new emotions that I could show off and clothes to change the style of my character. At first, players are limited to designing the interiors of various homes, but as time goes on, you can not only customize the look of the house itself, but choose what kind of area it's in and what the yard will be like. There are a lot of options to play with, and eventually you can spend play coins in order to unlock even more, such as things to hang from the ceiling or being able to personally design the look of your accessories. It's all of the customization that players have come to expect from Animal Crossing. Except it's incredibly easy to unlock everything, essentially giving you an unlimited toy box to create whatever kind of home you think is best for each character you're designing for. There is a semblance of following what the customer wants though. Each one will provide objects that must be incorporated into the design of the home and give a basic sense of what they want in the design. Visual cues when selecting the furniture will occur based on how much they actually like the thing you've chosen. It's a way for you to ensure that the customer enjoys what you've created. But, to me, the system in place for Happy Home Designer is incredibly flawed. You never have to work to earn new items. The only time something even close to that happens is with the play coins, but I had an abundance of those already, making them very simple to obtain. And really, you don't need these extra items to succeed. Out of curiosity, I made a home where I only changed the wallpaper and floor, unpacked the required items, and moved them around. I thought because customers could have different emotions based on what you select, there'd be some sort of difference if I didn't do anything to increase that. But no, he loved it as if I had spent 20 minutes perfecting his room like I had done with all the others. There's no way to fail, and in a way, that's fine. You can't really fail in the main Animal Crossings either. The difference is that in those games, you have to earn everything, and that's not present here. So even though I was being constantly rewarded and given new objects to play around with, I was growing increasingly bored. The only time I got really into designing after the first few hours is when Isabelle arrives to introduce special projects. Each customer you help increases the unnamed town's population. The more that are around, the more the town grows until you can design unique places like a school, a cafe, or even a hospital. Designing these places and being as wacky or as standard as you like was a lot of fun, mainly because this was something different that I couldn't do before. I felt compelled to really match what a doctor's office or school would need, and the dialogue of the animals who would visit after it was completed was always amusing. But eventually, it all became extremely repetitious. I could take new clients and design their homes, or do a public works project like the cafe, or even return to a previous customer and update their home with my new catalog. It just always felt the same after a while. Otherwise though, the game is fine. The graphics are the same as they were in New Leaf, and the characters are very expressive. The furniture, designs, and items that you can place are reasonably detailed, and each feels different and unique. The characters are as memorable as ever, though you don't get to interact with them that much. It feels like a missed opportunity to not have them comment on your designs as you're doing them, but this is likely so players don't feel restricted as they're creating. The music is just as good. There are a lot of relaxing tunes that the series is known for, and it makes it so you can easily unwind with the game each day. There really aren't any major changes to what the series has done before. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer is not a bad game. It just simply isn't for me. I can definitely see some fans loving the fact that they can mess around with all of the furniture and design options to their heart's content. But it's that same freedom that ended up boring me. With no challenge to the goals at hand, and no effort required to earn new things, it just ended up feeling lifeless and leaving me feeling indifferent to the whole game. I completely recognize that Happy Home Designer will have its fans, but if you're like me and need something concrete out of your games, this is probably one to skip. Thanks for watching, and make sure to stay tuned to GameXplain for more on Animal Crossing and other things gaming.